This is a special meeting. All we're gonna do is go over these election policies and procedures. I'm gonna go through them really quick, and then if anybody has any questions, we'll do some questions. The number one nomination of directors, I left that blank because I want it to be June 30th. That's why the second, well, that's kind of the second paragraph, says, because I'm not going to read the whole thing. If a date has not been set or voted upon, nominations shall be due by the last day of June. That's what I want. Publication of the nominated directors 15 days after the expiration of the nomination deadline. The association will mail out the ballots and the proxies and all of that good stuff. Votes by ballot. There's a ballot enclosed. This year we are going to change the whole thing. You don't have to, thank you. She has worked very hard. We've got boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes. So the ballot will be one paper, and it will go inside of the ballot envelope, the envelope marked ballot, and then that it will be sealed, and then that envelope will go into the outside ballot envelope, and then that will be mailed in. The proxy will be another paper, and it will go in a little envelope, smaller envelope, marked proxy, and then that sealed envelope will go inside of the outer proxy envelope, and then that will be mailed in. I wanted to eliminate proxies completely, except for the point of it, to make the quorum for our meeting, and I cannot do that because it is a Colorado state law. That's why I had the extra draft, as I removed all the proxies out of this, and I sent it back to Jacob, and he went, no, 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 and he had to put it all back in there, and I don't think he was very happy. And so we cannot eliminate proxies. People, by law, have to be allowed to turn their proxy to, whether they live across the street or in another state, another world, whatever, they have to be able to say, I appoint that person my proxy, and that is a Colorado state law. And we cannot, I can't do anything about that.
But it says they can't vote.
They cannot vote on their proxy because they vote on their ballot.
Gotcha.
Because in the past here, the proxy and the ballot was one piece of paper.
Yes, sir.
And it was atrocious. And so that is why we vote on a ballot, and if you want to return your proxy to be counted as attending in the meeting, you would return your proxy for a quorum, or you would sign your proxy over to someone, and then all that, and I didn't bring that. I'm sorry.
The proxies are only for sending a quorum, though, right?
No. The proxies are, that's what I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
But the Colorado state law says we cannot do that. You cannot deny someone their right to give you their proxy.
That's not their vote, though.
That's not their vote.
Right.
And our other rules in our covenants, bylaws,
2022
say that proxies run for 11 months.
I can see that.
And so that's in our other rules. And I forgot to bring those. Basically, kind of like I did last year at the annual meeting, I will appoint, it says the president of the board, which is me right now, shall elect an election committee. That committee will be over there on that table again. And they will, and Tina's bought, you guys, I'm going to tell you what Tina bought. I'm just going to be a surprise. Tina is done awesome. I'm so excited. We've got, so the election committee will come in and they will I'll open the meeting, and the election committee will open the proxies, so in hope we get a quorum. and then we'll have the meeting, it'll be the same as we always do, and then at the end of the meeting,
What's the number for a quorum on
10% of all paid lots,
of all paid lots?
paid lots.
What is our paid lot number right now?
What was it, like 280?
280.
About 300.
Don't quote her.
300.
Okay.
She's had a tough
Say,
week.
say, man, just 30 is all we need for a quorum.
And then, an election committee, whether it be the same one or different, will then, at the end of the meeting, count the ballots. Because they are separate from the proxies. And then that's where we'll have the election. That basically is what it says on number 5. All ballots will be sealed at the end of the meeting in a big yellow, I need a big yellow envelope to put all those ballots in. And they will be sealed and taped and signed by the election committee and I think by me, but I'm not sure. And then they will be stored somewhere, wherever she stores them. And for 1 year, and then they will be destroyed by fire. 1 lot per vote. No one will vote or even attend the annual meeting who have not paid their assessments.
Oh.
If you don't pay, what right do you have? You will not run for the board. You will not sign the nomination form for the board members. You will not walk into the annual meeting, and you will not vote. It's in our rules, and it's time to enforce that. I have to budget all year for my assessments. Everybody else can pay theirs too. No voting by the KB on the lots that they own. Each member should, Tina's got 120 votes, she's gonna, what does that say? Alright,
Typo getting you too?
that wasn't a typo.
I didn't say it.
No, yeah, you did.
Oh, on the
Yeah.
firearm thing? Yeah, I was like, what are you doing?
Not me, typo? No. Each member shall be entitled to as many votes as there are positions open. That makes sense. So we'll have 2 openings.
So everybody get 2 votes.
John is up for re-election because he's finishing Jason Box's term, and I am finishing Ed Davis's term, and so I am up. So we'll have 2 positions, 2 openings to vote on. And so if there's 4 candidates, you only would vote for 2 of them. But if you own 5 lots, you would vote.
Have 10 votes.
If you're voting for Mr. Brown, you would put a 5 there because you own 5 lots, and so you have 5 votes. Combined lots are 1 lot, which means 1 vote. But if you have 5 individual lots, then you would put a 5 there, or whatever. And the winning 2 people will be the ones with the highest votes. And that is the end of that. This is the nomination form, Exhibit A.
I have a question on that.
Okay, I'm sure you do. Nomination form. What I want and what I wanted, and yes, the wording makes sense to me because that's the way
It's
I
not
wanted it worded.
kosher,
Why isn't it kosher?
because if you read it, you have to have the minimum yourself of 10 lots before you can make a signature on here. There's a way it sounds.
Yeah, that's
So
the
I
way.
would-
The owner.
And that's what my attorney even said, and that's what Blackstone says. So the wording of that
We, the
needs to
owners
be fixed.
We, the 10 owners of 10 separate lots.
That's not what it says down here on the copy I've got.
Association are owners of at least
No, I
10
read
separate
every
lots.
other word.
Now, I'll read it to you, it's right here.
I have it in my hand.
Association and are owners of at least 10 separate lots in the KB estates. That's 10 individual lots, not individual people, individual lots. So everybody that signs this has got 10 lots.
No.
That's what it reads, Mike.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, and that isn't the way it is. Now, let me
Well,
tell
that's
you
the
why
way
I
it
want
is,
it like
yes.
this, is because what I want is, I am up for re-election. I will not be passing one of these out. Because I am not nominating myself. If the people in this subdivision would like me to be back in here, someone will take one of these and take it around and nominate it, as it says, nomination form. We, the undersigned owners of the lots within the KV, nominate this person. So I will not be passing one of these out for people to sign to get me back on this board. Someone says, I want May Folsom on the board, and that person will go and get one of these and take it around
And get 10
and
signatures.
get 10 signatures, and please print your name well enough that Tina can read it. Not Egyptian hieroglyphics, and if they are not paid signatures, it's out.
Don't draw your picture.
Don't draw your picture, George.
Question, now that,
And
you're
a
talking
zebra
about
stamp.
people who get five votes, or can someone who owns 5 lots sign that thing 5 times?
No,
Okay, just wanna make sure that's clear.
Yeah,
Very
one.
One line.
So we can't nominate ourselves. Wouldn't you wanna run?
I don't wanna go to
Can't
somebody
I
who's
do
got
one
10
of my
lots and be like, okay,
signatures?
sign this for me, then just sign it again 10 times.
Because you don't even know if there's an interest in the person running unless they're wanting to nominate themselves to run. So
See,
I think-
and I just don't think, I just think vanity, you don't nominate
You still-
yourself.
you still-
I don't vote for
So you want
myself.
this all done by
Vote on the
10
ballot,
days?
though.
You got 5 days.
Yeah,
What?
5
You
days.
got 5 days to get this.
I'm sorry, I ran out of time. It shouldn't be that difficult to go to 10 houses and get signatures. You knock at the door and say, would you be interested in nominating this person? Yes, no, they slam the door in your face and,
But you just said that if they haven't paid us.
I don't know why she took that. Why did you take
So
that?
how
Did
do
you
you
wanna
think
read
they
it?
paid up their dues?
Right, yeah.
I'll fix it.
I have a
How
question.
much? 10
That's
seconds.
mine, though.
Oh, but I'll
I need
get a
that.
copy from you.
I need
Oh, you
that.
want it right now? Well, you said somebody come get it, so.
Oh, no,
Anyway, I have a question. Okay,
That's settled
so,
that, let's get on to something else.
okay, so you said
Lollygag.
somebody goes to 10 people. Well, hey, I've lived here for years, so I don't know if these 10 people have paid their dues. What if these people haven't paid their dues? What happens then? Because I don't know if they paid their dues or not.
Tina.
Right,
If-
if we're going
if-
on knocking on doors.
When you knock on doors, I would say question number 2 would be, and have you paid your assessment?
And they'll knock you in the face and say, get off my property. I know these people.
Can't even get to my door.
No.
You guys are not afraid of dogs.
I forgot
Yeah,
already.
do the dogs, yeah, a lot of those.
I forgot already.
We were in line,
I
both
just
of
got
us
my
were, yeah.
Did that answer your questions?
What's that?
Did that answer your questions?
Yes, it did.
I have one question. So,
Yeah, that would be the only way to do it.
like John, and if he doesn't put his own thing out,
I mean, and I guess John can if he wants. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because I'm not that vain. I'm not going to go walk around and beg people to vote
That's
for
what
me. I don't vote for myself. When the annual meeting comes, I won't be voting for myself.
right,
That is like, I
I
mean,
just wanted
I
to
just
make
think
sure
that that's
that-
horrible.
if there's somebody on the existing board that we wanna keep, they, and they don't go do this themselves, we might not get to keep them, that was my.
You're counting on somebody else to take the initiative to get the 10.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, somebody in the community is interested in putting someone back on the board. And so let me finish that and then, so that's why I said, please make sure that your people that sign this, sign so that she can read it, because if you can't read it, it gets thrown out.
You can't
We're
verify.
throwing it
their
out.
dues.
If you can't prove whether they paid their dues or not because you can't read their name, then that app is thrown out. You've gotta be able to print it, How much more does she have to do?
Our incumbents are automatically nominated. In other words, the two of you who are already on the board, do you have to run around with a freaking paper, or because you've already been on the board, you want to continue on the board, you could just be already on the ballot, or you have to do this whole
No, you have to be nominated.
Everybody has to do it.
So in other words, you want somebody out to go around and nominate you to sit on that board.
If they choose to.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, if someone chooses to. And this is the ballot. The ballot will not change, but the ballot will change. I'm gonna be a politician someday.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking double talk.
This will say at the election to be held on August 1st, 2014, 20. You say 86, give me a break. And then the candidates' names, those lines will go, and there'll be a 2 there. And then the lines will go away, and the candidates' names will be put in there. And then this will be your official ballot, and this is what we will mail to people. We left that on there. So that's the ballot. And this is the proxy that Jacob had to write twice because I deleted it. I rewrote it that said it has to be only for quorum and da-da-da-da. And he sent it back to me and I was like, what is this? And so
Red marked all over. Huh?
and then if you'd read the notes in the email, it would have said, and Michael, we can't change that proxy because of the Colorado state law, but I didn't read that, I just read these. So, and that's the proxy.
I have a question. So on the proxies then, if I were to sign over a proxy giving my rights over to somebody else to speak on my behalf, they get to also get an additional vote. So if they have 1 vote and I say, I don't care who you vote for, but I want you to vote, I trust your judgment, then you would need 2 votes because of the signed proxy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so you own 1 lot, and Tina owns 1 lot, and so if you sign your proxy over to Tina, Tina now has 2 votes, you have none for the next 11 months.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I have one. At any time, can you revoke your proxy?
Yes, it says in wherever they are. I think they're in the covenants.
Or is it,
It's either the covenants or the bylaws, and I'm too tired to.
I think it's in the bylaws.
I need the bylaws.
The bylaws are what governs the board, and so I would think it would be the bylaws, but one of those 2, it says in there that at any given time that you wish to revoke your proxy, you may do so by written, and you send it into the office, and that revokes your proxy.
That's a good question to know.
But they can't do it so that they can still vote, the other one got their 2 votes, right?
Yeah, so somebody could do that for the meeting, and then the next day
They sign
revoke it.
over, yeah. She signs,
Revoke it,
she
and then
can
you
vote,
got-
she mails in a ballot, I revoke mine, and then I vote again.
Not in the same meeting. But the thing of it
I
is
thought
with
maybe
the,
with that 11-month cycle, even though they revoked it, their actual vote wouldn't count until after that 11 months is up, because they changed it.
the thing of it is with the proxies, and that's kind of why I was wanting to eliminate them, is because they're so pointless for us. Because all we ever use proxies for is the annual meeting. When I was president years ago, I'd have 150 proxies signed to me, and I had them all year. And so I had, 10, 11 months of monthly meetings that I could have voted, 150 votes. But we never used it. We never have votes like that. And so we may have them, but we're not using them. The time we ever use, that's why I wanted the proxies for the quorum only. Because that's all we need them for. Is there any more questions?
Does anybody validate the legitimacy of the proxy?
Jacob wrote it.
No, the proxy itself. Somebody has to mail in their proxy, how do I know that's really Bob that filled it out, mailed it in from lot such and such on there? I just filled it out knowing the guy next to me is empty and he don't do nothing, so I just filled out a proxy for myself.
It's mailed into the office.
So you'll look at the address and know that the guy mailed it from California.
We do have a lot of people that live.
Hawaii. Out of
Yeah.
state, out of state, out of state, out of country.
So, I mean, it would be very obvious.
So you would check.
Why would you got land there if you want land here?
If I owned property in Liberty, Hawaii,
Right.
Okay, this neighborhood, Hawaii, but the
Okay,
other,
so
you know.
I just wonder if there was, if we were checking.
No, I can.
do I have a motion to approve the election procedures? Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have all in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed? We will have our, we gotta sign this before you guys leave. We will have our,
What, no, just,
we will have our, July monthly meeting, July 13th at 6 p.m. right here. The government released us, we can have meetings. It's a Tuesday, the second Tuesday of July at 6 p.m. Mine was the week before, I was freaking out. And I got an auction notice today in the mail, and I was like, no, not when I'm gone. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
no, wrong.
It's the 14th.
14.
Oh, 14.
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
I thought it was the 13th.
Sounds
Sorry.
like my floating holidays on the 13th, that's a Monday.
Day 14th.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're good.
And we're done. We're gone.